Services, Minister Ronald Lamola. Minister.
Thank you very much, Velasa, and good afternoon to everyone, my colleagues from the Cabinet. Firstly, since the restrictions of movement, there have been work done from correctional services, by the judiciary, by our courts, by the NPA, the officials responsible for the administration of justice and the clerks and everyone in all these departments, including the offices of the Chief Justice. I want to thank them firstly for the work that they have done under these trying and difficult circumstances since these restrictions have started. They did their best under the conditions that were in. And secondly is to state that again, we are continuing from where we left in the last press briefing and with the last regulations that we are all as South African have entered the territory of Section 36 of the Constitution, where our rights are all limited, with certain exceptions as stated by the Minister of COGTA. I also want to confirm that the regulations will soon be available in the Government Gazette. The government printers, as we are speaking now, are in the processes of gazetting the regulations. And I hope before we finish this conference, they will have been gazetted. But if not, I think our communications people are able to distribute to the various members of the media who are here for the purposes of asking questions to the various colleagues who are here, and for everyone. We also want to confirm that with regard to correctional services, there has been processes of sanitization and cleaning, deep cleaning of some of the correctional centers, which are still continuing as we speak since the period of the lockdown. And there have been suspected cases from our officials, about 16 officials, and 11 of them have now been cleared through processes of testing. Those ones where there was a suspect, particularly those that might have traveled outside the country, or those that might have, it was only one who were suspected to have been in contact with a person who might have been positive, and we are still awaiting results for the 5 officials. At this stage, all procedures are being followed as guided by the Department of Health in that regard. And we will proceed and continue to do all the measures that are necessary to ensure the safety of the inmates who are all in our correctional facilities. And we also want to confirm what the Minister has just said, that courts will continue to operate in line with the Disaster Management Act to deal with the issues related to the disaster, to deal with urgent matters that may be necessary during this period, to deal with matters of domestic violence and other matters that might only be relevant or necessary for this period. And a directive in that regard will also be published either this evening or tomorrow morning. And this is to enable for the smooth running of the courts during these trying times, from the NPA, from all our officials, and there will be those that will be declared essential for the purposes of assisting the administration of justice in that regard. And some of the services that we will continue to serve during this time relates to the Master's Office, as you are aware, relates to getting letters of authority for people who might need insurances for burials and other relevant necessities that are directly related to the Master's Office. And the rest will have to be postponed up until there is normality in any given situation. And with regard to criminal cases, as I've said, directives will be issued, but as we speak now, measures have been put in place for postponement of cases through an all-audio visual remand centers and correctional centers linked to the magistrates' courts, which are currently being used and they will continue to be used. All matters where accused are kept in our correctional facilities will be remanded in absentia for the period of the lockdown. We will not be transporting any inmates to the courts during that period. We will only do so if there is a need for any kind of postponement in the correctional center. It will be done through the audio postponement video conferencing, which we have in about 46 of the courts and 46 of the correctional centers across the country, which we believe in the meantime they will enable us to be able to respond to the issues that are there with regard to the inmates not traveling unnecessarily. So they will therefore be also sitting and they will be not travel during this lockdown period. This is put deliberately to emphasize the issues of preventative measures, screening, improving personal and environmental hygiene, the provision of all other personal equipments, sanitization and decontamination of all the centers, including some of the courts facilities during this period of lockdown. So during that period, because the courts will be used for albeit limited activities, there will also be measures that are put in place in relations to entrances, cleaning, hand washing, and all the necessary measures as advised by the Department of Health. And I think I will just stop there. For now, we will deal with the questions as and when they arise. Thank you.